Hello everyone and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Violet discovers her father sitting with her grandfather's cane when she gets home from school. They had a half day, he adds, asking why she's coming home so early. Violet suggests that she should go for a walk with her bouquet and perhaps invite Grandpa on as well. Violet is seated by Finn, who informs her that her grandfather passed on the previous evening. Finn informs her that he was not in agony and that his heart had ceased beating. Finn advises her to consider how fortunate they were to have had time with him. Violet hurries into Grandpa's room and calls out to him, sobbing that she wants him to be here still. Violet asks Finn where he is after he follows her into the room. Finn explains that he was taken away by paramedics. She sobs because she was unable to say farewell. Finn informs her that Grandpa would have given her such a firm hug if he had known that last night would be his last time seeing her. Violet remembers her time with her grandfather while Finn gives her a hug. Though occasionally unjust, life is so lovely, according to Finn. When Finn brings Violet outside, he notices the whiskey bottle. He asks her how she's doing as they sit on the couch. She expresses her sadness and queries what is now happening to Grandpa. He informs her that everyone who knew Grandpa will be able to say farewell during his burial, which will take place in a few days. Is Grandpa in heaven with the angels, she wonders. According to Finn, he is. Liz is the one who answers the knock. Saying that Chess called her, she gives Violet a hug. Violet thinks her dad wants a hug because he's also depressed. She gives him a hug as well, but not before noticing the bottle and tumbler of whiskey on the counter. She looks into his eyes, her expression hardening. Since Aiden has been pleading for a friendship bracelet, Liz asks Violet if she can make one. To achieve this, she dashes to her room. Liz says to Finn that she can't begin to understand how he feels, but since he's been drinking, she'll take Violet home with her so he can make sense of things and attend a meeting. Violet is not allowed to leave, and Finn claims he saw two people carry his father away. She wants to support him, but he claims that nothing will make him feel better. He claims he took one drink and only intended to temporarily relieve his agony. He believes he is entitled to take any necessary action to get through the day. Although Liz claims she can't stop him, she won't allow him to get wasted with that young girl, and the Dex informs Michael in the park that he hasn't turned Sonny in and that he is still unsure about his next course of action. He is informed by Michael that neither he nor Christina want him to disclose this. Dex inquires about Joss's thoughts. She declares that she is done dictating to others and that this is his decision. That's the first, he says. Michael informs Dex that Christina will have to testify if he turns Sonny in, and that this is being done for her benefit. He claims that because Christina is expecting, this might be too much for her to handle. When is it too much for me? Queries Dex. Dex claims they won't have a better chance of locking Sonny up because he poses a threat to everyone, even his family. When Joss does finally speak up, she agrees with Dex and urges him not to press charges since she doesn't want to add to Christina's worry. Lace claims in her room that she is more terrified of what this is doing to her than she is of Sonny. Given that her mother has given Christina numerous reasons to leave this relationship, she is the last person to give advice on parenting. Both Blaze and Christina deny being Blaze's mother or father. Being forced to ask Dex not to pursue charges makes Christina feel horrible about this situation she's put Michael in. Blaze is really pregnant, so she's afraid about the stress on her and hopes he doesn't. She claims she will have to testify in court if Sonny is taken into custody. Christina understands that Michael agreed to speak with Dex on her behalf rather than her father's. Blaze claims that her brother is truly remarkable. Christina claims to love her father, but this is not something he should get away with. Christina decides what to do and gives someone a call. She requests that they visit the Metro Court. When Dex shows up, Christina expresses her gratitude to him for coming. She acknowledges that she wanted to see her father as the man she imagined him to be, but that she had blinders on when it came to him. Dex claims that he did the same thing while working for Sonny and that he was equally mistaken about him. Though it was incorrect, Christina is aware that Michael instructed him not to file charges because she had requested him to. She claims he should get justice and that she will testify against her father on his behalf if he brings charges. At Dante's, Sonny claims that Dex has deceived him and that Dante is blind to his attempts to undermine him by turning into a police officer. Dante claims that the only thing he can see clearly is himself. He has a pattern and a violent past. Sonny queries what he is charging him with. This is about Sonny, not just about him, according to Dante. He claims that he has done enough to ignore him after doing so numerous times. He claims that if his dad doesn't take action, the situation will only worsen because far too many people are suffering. Dante cautions his father not to approach or touch Dex, saying that if something were to happen to him, he would be the first to be suspected. He also needs to pray that Dex doesn't press charges. Sonny believes he has been abandoned by his own son. Dante screams that he's trying to help him and that he needs to deal with the repercussions of his actions. Sonny holds his head in his hands as he leaves. When Sonny gets home, Ava tells him she was concerned about him. She pleads him not to cut her off when he remains mute. Sonny claims that Christina witnessed something, misinterpreted it, and is now no longer with him. Sonny informs her that although the wedding was lovely, Dex showed up and didn't deserve to be there because he is a punk. Ava queries his actions. Sonny claims that Jason stopped him from doing something he would have later regretted after he punched him a few times. Ava believes Dex understood the message, but according to Sonny, individuals like Dex never do. According to Sonny, Dex was making fun of him. Christina witnessed what was happening, so she left and he was unable to explain the issue to her. He claims that his small kid is terrified of him because Christina was the only person who had faith in him. When Michael and Joss go to the K, they discuss Sonny and the wedding. Sonny was grinning and joking, and Michael says he realized how it was the father he remembered. Brooklyn's family was also fond of Sonny. Joss claims that she also felt that way, considering herself fortunate to have him as her stepfather. Michael claims that while his loving side is true, so is his ugly side, and he can no longer control his anger. Michael asks if Dex and he are still dating after changing the topic to him. Joss asserts that they aren't, and despite her continued affection for him, she detests reuniting couples like her mother and Sonny. When she ended things with Dex, she claims to have meant it, but he's since made major life changes. She is confident that he will succeed and make a fantastic police officer. Michael suggests that she let him know if she wants to give it another go. Joss believes Dex is worthy of more. He asserts that she is the best of all. Chase claims at the airport that his dad was really delighted yesterday and that he had assumed they would have more time. He wanted to tell him so many things, but he will never get the chance to. As Brooklyn consoles Chase, their trip to Rome is about to board. Ned is told by Lois at the Quartermain home that she ran it by Monica, and she's all for it. Considering they have the accommodation, Ned is not shocked. Ned remarks that perhaps Gio's musical talent will help him win his mother over once he moves in. She's a music lover, but not of Eddie Maine's. Chase and Brooklyn enter the entryway. Although Brooklyn claims Chase needed more time to tell Violet, he was eager to visit Finn's. Is he ready to tell her family? She queries. Though it won't become any easier to wait, he isn't. As Brooklyn and Chase enter the living room, Lois informs them that they should be traveling to Rome via Thanks for Watching If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.